What's going on, team AIM? Welcome back once again to my vlogs. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today. I missed you guys. I hope y'all been well. We've been doing some crazy things. If you didn't watch last video, go ahead and watch that video. It was hilarious. We watched Carlos perform a crazy stunt for losing the trick shot challenge. But today's vlog is going to be a little different. It's something I wanted to start for a long time now. It kind of just represents the true meaning of what Team AIM is all about, and that's ambition and movement. So now it's time to where we get to the more mellow and the more informational side of what this channel is about. So where I want to get with this is, like, I want to motivate you guys, I want to inspire you guys, and I want to help you guys fulfill all the dreams, all the ambitions, and all the goals that you've set for yourself. And if you don't have any goals set for yourself, well, then get your pen and paper out, because tonight is going to be the day you set some goals. Like I said before, I want to apologize. I know today's going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be as high tempo as my other videos. You know, it's just going to be me talking in front of a camera. But I hope you can take something from this message. It's storming outside. Yeah, you know, one thing I hate about the storming outside is that it always comes after work. I work out in the sun. So if you don't know, you can see my tan. But I work out in the sun, and I hate the fact that the rain always comes when I clock out. It comes when I'm, like, you know, getting home from work, and I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just trying to get inside the house. I ain't trying to get wet on my way inside the house. It always happens. Anyway, that's off topic. Let's get back to what we need to talk about. So just to share, right before I get into what I want to talk to you guys about today, motivating yourself, I want to go ahead and give a message to all the seniors out there. Anybody that's graduating or has graduated, a little off because, like, you know, everybody graduated, but, like, I was only out for about 2 weeks before I had to get into my summer term. I'm entering my 4th year of college, guys, so I'm super excited about that. It's my last year. I'm working as hard as I can. That's why I'm taking 2 classes this summer, just trying to, you know, get ahead and graduate on time and be able to be, you know, right on time for graduation. I'm not trying to have, like, oh, you need one more class. No. That's why I'm working in the summer. I'm working as hard as I can in the summer to get it all over with. But message to all seniors, anybody who has graduated, somebody who's preparing for college, somebody who's preparing to start a job, somebody who's prepared to starting the rest of their life. Maybe you're going to trade school, maybe you're looking for a technical school, maybe you're trying to, you know, pursue your life in a specific career that may not have to deal with college, or maybe it does. This is for you guys, just a message from me to you, free of charge. My message to you guys is, the younger you start, the better you're off. You know, whether or not you're going to college or not, whether or not, you know, whatever it is that you're kind of going after at a young age, just go 100% through it. You know, through with it. You know, if you're going to college, you know, and you have the opportunity, because I understand not everybody's situation is the same. If you have the opportunity to go to college full time, go to college full time. Get it done and over with. Push yourself early so that you can be done earlier. My cousin says it best. He says, work hard now and play later. So it kind of just, that applies to everything. You know, it applies to work. It applies to if you're going to college. It applies if you're going to technical school. It applies if you're probably in a job that you just want to move up in. You know, just work as hard as you can in whatever it is that you're doing. For anybody getting prepared for college, let me tell you right now, it is not as hard as a transition as people make it out to be. It's different. It's completely different. You're a little bit more in control of, literally, you're in control of your grade, like 100% in control of your grade. You're in charge of when you study. You're in charge of when you want to turn in a homework assignment. You're in charge of when you want to go to class. You know, there's so many things that kind of play a part. And if you're getting ready for that step, just some key pointers. You know, first of all, I hate traffic. I hate traffic. So what I do is I wake up early to go to class. I'm like, you know what, let me get this done early. Let me go to class early so I can avoid traffic. And let me also go to class early so that when I get home, or like when I'm getting out of class, like everybody's going in, and I can just go home and chill for the rest of the day. Like I said, today's gonna be a little bit different as I introduce this new segment called Talks with J-Rock. To share with you guys what I feel. Obviously, I've been getting feedback from a lot of people around me, all my friends, all my family members. They've been kind of letting me know what they would like to see in the channel, you know, especially when it comes to what Team AIM is all about. They would definitely like to hear certain things. So that's why today I'm going to share with you guys, share 7 ideas on how to motivate yourself. But I want to be able to, you know, share with you guys my plans or what I'm doing in my life so that I can get to where I want to get at the same time while I'm having fun, at the same time while I'm living my life, at the same time while I'm doing everything that I kind of wanted to do at such a young age. Thanks to my father, I have a lot of opportunities that maybe some people don't have. I have the luxury of having a little bit more free time on my hands. I have the luxury of not necessarily having to pay for certain bills, and so, stuff like that. I have my own bills, I have my own responsibilities, but I understand that not everybody's situation is the same. And that's why today I kind of want to go about motivating yourself, but I want to hit every possible scenario that I can hit, every possible situation that you can find yourself in. I want to be able to inspire you and motivate you with this video, no matter what your background story is, no matter what circumstance you find yourself in. I also have some biblical references that I want to share with you guys today, so I hope that doesn't bother anybody. Just so you know, find my strength, sometimes where I find my motivation is in the Bible. And I just want to share some, few scriptures with you guys in the 7 things that I'm going to share with you guys, in hopes to make you guys feel a little bit more motivated about yourself and a little bit more motivated about your life. As I continue, message to the seniors, anybody going into college, let me tell you right now, laptops are your best friend. They will be your best friend all throughout your college career. Your school email is everything. That's the way that they contact you. That's the way that they send you key importance. Right now, I'm getting ready to start looking for a job. I'm getting ready for, I'm looking for internships and opportunities like that. My email is my best friend. That's where I get notified everything. That's where they send me emails, updates, job opportunities, internship opportunities, and I've been really on top of that. But emails, laptops, those 2 are your best friends in college. Let's say you're going a different route. If you're going to trade school, you have a good positive from it. You're actually performing the job that you need to perform, that you're going to be expected to perform after you graduate from the trade school. Your classes are basically going to show you a hands-on version of what you need to do, rather than going through your prerequisites and your math and your reading and stuff like that. It just kind of jumps you straight into that. Some of you guys are into that. Those jobs are a little bit different though. A lot of them are more for construction, electricity, those kind of jobs. There are a select few others, mechanics, there's also trade schools for mechanics and stuff like that. It's a little bit more hands-on, dirty work. Also have technical school. Technical school is just another way of kind of doing that. You basically have courses that are directly correlated with your career path. I know a lot of people going to technical school right now for nursing and becoming a medical assistant or a registered nurse. Those things are pretty cool too. I'm not going to go too in depth in that. I'm not really familiar with all that. I just know a few people who are going to those schools. So, the gist of all this is that you don't have to go to college to have a successful career. You don't have to go to college to have a successful outcome of life and to be successful. But, from my experience, going to college has benefited me and has helped me. Has helped me shape me to the man I am today. Has helped me learn key attributes that I can apply to my future career, to my future life, itself. So, I'm grateful for the opportunity, but I know it's not for everybody. Anyway, I took way too much time for that. I'm gonna jump into what it actually came to say to you guys. And now is when I start talking to you guys about motivating yourself. First thing I want to jump into, I want to read a verse real quick about motivation. And it reads right at the beginning. It says, I looked it up on my phone because the Bible has a different version. My Bible has a different version than what my phone does. And it says, encouraging, comforting, and urging you to live lives worthy of God, who calls you into His glory and kingdom. So, my main focus is on the first couple words: encouraging, comforting, and I'm urging you to live your lives in the best possible way that you can. It's a way to, that God's kind of motivating you to try, and how we should be motivating each other with our comforting, with our encouraging, because that's what we were called to do. Whether or not, you're a Christian or not, whatever, we're called to motivate each other. We're called to help each other through this daily walk of life, through all the misfortunes, through all the hardships and all the, everything nowadays in the modern times with all this, destroying of lives. People are killing each other. But if we're able to kind of motivate others, then we will just simultaneously motivate ourselves without even thinking about it. So, my first point that I want to get to is discover your control. When it comes to motivating yourself, you have to discover that you have the control over your fate. You have the control over your own destiny. You have the power to kill your future or to make it happen. You have the power to destroy your opportunities or to make the best of them. You have that control because you're in charge of your own decision. Nobody can make a decision for you. There's something that you want to do. If there's something that you want to achieve in your life, go after it. Simple. You're the only person that can stop you. So once again, number one is discovering your control. Remember that you have the control, you have the power of not only life and death, but you have the power to motivate somebody, lift somebody's day up, lift your own day up. You know, if you wake up in the morning and you're like me, you don't like to wake up in the morning, you know, you really, you get all dramatic and all like, you know, I am gonna hate this day because I woke up tired, I didn't go to bed last night, I didn't sleep well. You know, all it takes is for one change of thought. You know, bring something into your life, you know, kind of just take a second, take a deep breath. You know, when you're in the shower, what I like to do in the shower is I like to pray. On my way to work, I also pray as well. You know, but if there's something that you can do, if you could watch a video before you go to work, put on a little small 1-minute video that'll encourage you. Maybe a part of your favorite TV show or something. You know, just kind of uplift yourself. You know, to kind of help you and encourage you. I just want you to know that you're in control, and I want you to motivate yourself by knowing that you are in control of your future. You want to be a millionaire? You're in control of that. You want to have a nice car? You're in control of that. So number two, define your objectives. More straightforward, obviously. I want you guys to just, you know, grab a piece of paper, grab a calendar, do something, and just start writing down some goals. I actually have a piece of paper. I'll grab it real quick. I'm not going to show you guys too in depth, but those are my goals right there. I have summer goals. I have 2018 goals. I have the next 3 years goals. I have the next 5-year goals. I have daily goals, weekly goals, life goals, traveling goals. You know, when you write these things down, you start seeing them come into existence. You know, you start writing them down, and even if you fall short, you know, maybe you weren't able to complete something here. I have here land an internship this summer. Maybe I don't land an internship. But you know what? That just motivates me more to work a little bit harder. And if I feel like I gave it all, then maybe I need to self-reflect on myself and see maybe what am I doing wrong? You know, maybe something isn't working out the way that I want it to because I'm not taking the necessary steps or the steps that are going to allow me to be successful. I'm going to go ahead and put this back. You have to define your objectives. All that means is that you have to write them down. You have to see what goals you have in front of you. If you have goals to save money, write it down. Once you write it down, and it becomes a little bit more personal. It becomes a little bit more, you know, real. You know, when you write it down and you're seeing it every day and it says save, remember you got to save $200 from this check. Maybe, hey, you got to save $150 from this check. Hey, you got to go visit your mom every weekend. You know, you haven't seen her a lot. You know, you set these goals down for you and you'll see them come to life. So let's go ahead and move on straight to point number 3. And number 3 is isolate yourself from the setbacks. People who are going to hold you back, obstacles that are going to hold you back, jobs that are going to hold you back, you know, different scenarios that are going to hold you back. You know, put yourself in a position to where you're surrounded by people who want to see you succeed. You know, and I know that's a little bit easier said than done, but what I'm trying to say is that if you put the right people around you, it'll be a lot easier to achieve your goals. If you put the right people around you, if you start hanging out with the right people, they'll motivate you, in other words. And with that being said, I'm going to jump into 2 scriptures real quick. The first one is going to be found in Philippians 3:13 and 14. So it says, "Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do know is forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Jesus Christ." So, obviously, you can also take that in the spiritual perspective. But you know, if we can focus on where it says forgetting what is behind and moving forward and what is to come. The more you leave behind, the more you see things in front of you. You know, when you finally get over that relationship, you're able to see that there's another one to come. When you finally get over that, maybe the class that you had to drop, you understand that there's another class that you're going to be successful in. One of the biggest setbacks is self. One of your biggest setbacks is your mentality, is the way that you think. So when you have all these negative thoughts in your head of what hasn't been accomplished before, or what necessarily hasn't been, you know, successful in your life, you start thinking too much about the things that you're unsuccessful in, that you lose sight of the things that you are successful in. When you look too closely at what your weaknesses are, you lose sight of what your strengths are. The second verse I kind of want to jump into for this topic, remember this is number 4, isolate from setbacks. I'm sorry, is it 4? No, it's 3. Isolate yourself from setbacks. And this one is going to be in 2 Corinthians 12:10. Jump to 10. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness, and insults, and hardships, and persecutions, and difficulties, for when I am weak, then I am strong. Though, what that verse is kind of saying is, don't fall short because of your weaknesses. Let's say I wasn't good at basketball. If I accept the fact that I'm not good at basketball, I'm going to discover that I was the best football player to ever exist. If I discover that I'm not a good singer, I'll realize that I was the best dancer or the best drawer. You know, we shouldn't dwell in our weaknesses, but delight in them. We're not supposed to be good at this because we're good at something else. Usually, a lot of our weaknesses that we see in ourselves is because we see it as a strength in somebody else. Our weaknesses could be somebody else's strength because some of our strengths are their weakness. I feel like I'm preaching right now. Alright, I'll go ahead to the next one. The next one is, the fourth one, is positive incentives. Yes, treat yourself out, man. If you land a job, go out that night, man, have a drink, do something, to kind of celebrate. Don't get wasted now. Don't get drunk. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you give yourself an opportunity to, show yourself that you made something, you accomplished something. Especially if you have somebody in your life that you can share your accomplishments with. Go out and celebrate with them. It'll motivate you to continue having accomplishments because you realize, I can do this, and when I do it, I feel good about myself. When I complete a task, I feel good about myself. I feel great. I feel like I actually did something and I'm excited about it. You graduated college? I don't know, buy your favorite pair of shoes, or buy your new phone or a new car, treat yourself out. Obviously, don't get all money crazy and start buying all this stuff. Give yourself a gift. Treat yourself out when you accomplish a goal. It'll make you feel better about yourself. And that also goes for other people. If you see somebody accomplish their goals, go ahead and uplift them by getting them a gift. It doesn't have to be expensive. A $10 gift card to Starbucks usually works for some people. Something, make them feel good about themselves and allow them to stay motivated, because I guarantee once you see them motivated about their life, you're going to be motivated about yours. What drives my motivation is how much I want to be motivational to you guys and how much I want to see you guys make it. Number 5, 2 are better than 1. This is what I referred to earlier. 2 are better than 1. If you have a best friend, if you have a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, a husband, 2 are better than 1. Motivating yourself is number 1 importance. But if you have somebody else who can be there to help you motivate yourself, if you have a dream, even if it looks completely impossible to other people, but if you have a partner or a best friend or a parent or a grandparent, that is there to motivate you, you're going to accomplish things that you didn't even see yourself accomplishing, things that you really didn't even consider accomplishing. It just helps. So if you're able to find that one person, even if you have a child and they're too young and they can't motivate you, necessarily by their words, but they can motivate you because every time you look down at them, you're gonna be like, man, I'm doing this for my daughter. I'm doing this for my son. And that's 2 people in the same room. 1 motivation, but 2 people. The motivation will take care of itself, and you'll be successful in whatever it is that you want to be successful in. This is kind of a tough one because it's hard, because a lot of us want to do certain things. A lot of us have passions for certain things, but we may not get paid, or we may not have the financial stability to go ahead and do it. But number 6 is, don't follow only the wealth, but follow your interest. So if you're interested in something, for me, for example, I'm interested in basketball, or if, for example, if you like any other, recreational activity, if you like acting, if you like drawing, if you like creating art, don't give up on it just because you're not building wealth off of it. Don't give up on it. That's your creativity. That's where you can allow things to flow. And honestly, that's where you become more successful. That's when you really, when you're doing something that you're not expecting, an income with, when you're doing something that you're not expecting feedback from it, or necessarily like an incentive from it, when you're just doing it freely and it comes from the heart, you'll realize how much more successful it actually becomes to pass. I've seen a lot of photographers lately. First and foremost, congratulations to you guys. Honestly, you guys are taking incredible pictures. I'm talking about pictures that makes me want to be a photographer. It's like, yo, like, just the fact that I saw the picture that you took, it's like, yo, I want to go out and take that picture. Not because I want to take the picture and make money off of it, but the fact that I want to take the picture because that scenery that you were in, that place that you were at, that made it look so pretty, whatever, like that looks like a wonderful place to be at. Like, I mean, it's incredible. I never went on to play college basketball. I never went on to, go anywhere huge, I guess, with basketball. But you know what I did do? I was able to coach a team. I was able to help them feel a sense of motivation, feel a sense of comfort and encouragement when it comes to their passion for basketball. And I think that's one of the greatest gifts that we can give each other. So that's step number 6, is just don't follow the wealth, only the wealth. It's not bad to follow the wealth. I understand that you're going to be, pursuing a certain career path or pursuing a certain talent to eventually make the wealth off of it, which is perfectly fine. That's actually the best way to do it. But don't get all consumed in the wealth, and enjoy your time while you're doing whatever it is you love doing. Number 7, I know it sounds cliche, but make it fun. Make it fun. Make your life fun. Motivating yourself is all about having fun, enjoying what you're doing, loving what you're doing, and just making the best of the situation that you find yourself in. Make college fun. If you're going to college, make it fun. Get involved with different groups and stuff like that. Get involved with the gymnasium, whatever. Like, just be a part of something. I just want to jump into this last verse for the day. And it's going to be about that specific topic, about making it fun. And it's going to be found in Ecclesiastes. I hope I said that right too. Ecclesiastes 8:15. And it says, so I commend the enjoyment of life, because there is nothing better for a person under the sun than to eat and drink and be glad. Then joy will accompany them in their toil all days of life God has given them under the sun. So even if you're not a Christian or religious person, whatever you want to call it, God wants you to enjoy life. I want you to enjoy life. I want you to live each and every single day of your life knowing that you love your life. Enjoy it. You were created to enjoy life. You were commanded to enjoy life, because if you're not enjoying life, what are you living for? Make it fun. Enjoy life. Take a break, man. When I'm old and gray and wrinkled up, I just want to look back at my life and say, wow, like, at least I didn't spend my entire life suffering. I have so many good memories. So a quick run through of all the 7 items. Discover your control, define your objectives, have positive incentives, isolate yourself from setbacks. 2 are better than 1. Don't just follow the wealth, but your interests as well, and make it fun. I hope I was able to help you guys. My beautiful background went away. I love that background. I hope I was able to inspire you guys or motivate you guys to go ahead and encourage you guys to have a little bit of self-motivation. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know it was a little bit different. It's more me just in front of a camera talking to you guys. But this is something that I wanted to incorporate into these vlogs, into Team AIM for a while now. It's just my way to kind of just give you guys a little bit more of an insight on what exactly Team AIM is about, exactly where it generates from. It generates from my passion to pursue my goals and to fulfill my ambitions. Ambition and movement, baby. That's what this is about. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. Just go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this kind of content. If you enjoy that I'm able to talk to you guys about my perspective on certain topics like this, motivating yourself. I know I'm not the oldest of persons and I don't have the most experience, but I want to just share with you guys, a lot of you guys are my age, and a lot of you guys are kind of in the same steps, or maybe looking up to me, or maybe you're past me, but maybe you just kind of want to find yourself self-motivation, or maybe some sort of inspiration. And I'm hoping that I can bring that to the table for you guys before these kind of things. I just kind of study so I can say the right things and motivate you guys the right way. But if there's anything you guys would like for me to go over, or anything you guys would like for me to say, just go ahead and comment below, and I'll see what I can do about it. I love any feedback, or any ideas. I'll take it into consideration, and I'll do it for you guys. But once again, go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this, this vlog today, and I'll see you guys next time on Team Aim.